Hey there, I'm a fellow barbecue enthusiast, Mike Baker here, Baker's Barbecue. Hey, today we're going to take the electric smoker. I've taken the racks out, and we're going to take ribs, and we're going to be hooking ribs on meat hooks, and we're going to be hanging that inside of the electric smoker, just like you would if you were cooking in a barrel smoker. I've been wanting to do this for a while because what I'm wondering is, will the airflow, the convection process within the smoker, will it do a better job with the ribs hanging versus laying up on the rack? Will that help create a better bark? Will the ribs taste better, have more of a smoky flavor? We're gonna try to find out all those things today in today's video. So if you would stick with me, fire up your smokers, cook right along with me. Let's get to smoking. But before we get started today, hey, if you're new to the channel, if you would go ahead and hit that subscribe button, make sure you ring that notifications bell so you get notified of all future videos. If you're not new to the channel and you're back watching again, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna show you real quick here. All right, so I'm not sure how well you can see this, but you can see the rack right there on the top, and I got one rack on the bottom. I took all the other racks out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hang the ribs from meat hooks from these top racks. I got 2 of them, and there should be enough space between here and down to there where the ribs will hang perfect. So we're gonna see how it works out today. Weather's not just real good. Still cooking out here in the covered area. But anyway, we're hoping to have be back here soon, get back into the springtime, start filming the rest of our videos all outside where we got beautiful, beautiful things to look at and just to the smoker. So hopefully you can see that. Apologize if you couldn't, but stick with me and we'll be outside soon as this weather gets nice. All right, we're gonna get these bad boys hanging. Put in the extra trimmings here. I'm just going to pile them up in here. A little pitmaster treat here in a little bit. That's all there is to it. Just going to let that hang out just like that. We'll see how it does. All right, so we're about the 3.5 hour mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open it up, see how they look. I want to see how the bark is looking and see if it's time to go ahead and start spritzing. Oh yeah. Jokers are looking good. So look at that right there. Yeah. Actually, they're starting to, well, I tell you what, them things are looking really good. I'll go ahead and spritz those. Just down the back side of them. Yeah, those are looking great. Go ahead and spritz a little bit of the trimmings down here as well. Look at this, look how pretty those things look. Can you see that? Looking really nice. Got a real nice look to them. So we're gonna let those go ahead and go about another 30, 40 minutes and probably do another spritz on them. All right, so we're at the 4.5 hour mark. So what I've done is I decided to go an hour versus going 30 minutes, primarily because I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do the whole cook unwrapped. I may change my mind in between these scenes, we'll see. But another reason why I'm waiting an hour as well is this smoker here, being a vertical electric smoker, as you saw a while ago, has the door on the front that opens up, and when it does, it lets a lot of heat out. So it takes a little bit of time to recover. So because of that, I went ahead and decided to go 30 minutes because of the heat recovery versus going an hour. So we're fixing to open it back up, taking another look at them. Figure we're gonna need to do some spritzing, kind of see how they're looking. I'm gonna do the toothpick test on them and kind of see how they're probing. So let's get down here and take a quick look. Oh wow, those jokers are looking beautiful. Look at that rib, look how beautiful it is right there. Yep, not done. Still got a couple more hours to go. They are probing. See how this other one here is probing out. Oops, sorry, blocking you there. Still got a ways to go. They are looking good though. I'll leave a toothpick right there. Get these things spritzed up real good. I'm spritzing them with apple juice and apple cider vinegar, which you've heard me talk about that in other videos. And that's what I got them spritzed up with. Now I'm also going to go ahead, I'm going to shut it for just a second, but I'm also going to go ahead, I'm not going to film this, but I'm going to take the trimmings out and go ahead and wrap those up in full. So we'll be back here in just a little while. All right, so we're at the 5.5 hour mark now. I have decided to go ahead and wrap these for the last hour. So that's what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take them out, wrap them in full, put them back in on the rack, and let them go for an hour before we take them off. So the first rack out there, I'm going to check that door back. This is the tricky part here, is getting the hooks out, but not so bad as long as you got these gloves. I'll set that down just like that. And I'm just going to go with one, I'm just going to do a single layer of foil. Take it up just like that right there. And roll it down. Make sure it's good and tight. Stick this one here back in. Grab the other one out as well. I gotta tell you though, these suckers, they're darn near looking like they're getting close to getting done. All right, so we're gonna do these the exact same way. Like that, stick them back up in the smoker. Shut it back down. And we're gonna let that go for probably about another 30 minutes or maybe an hour. They were looking like they were pretty darn close to being done. So I'm gonna think about this for a few minutes and I'll let you know what I decide in a little while in the video. So stick with me and we'll be back shortly. All right, my fellow barbecue enthusiasts, we got the ribs all done. So I'm gonna kind of do a recap. As you knew, we took the Masterbuilt electric smoker, took the racks out except for one at the bottom, one at the top. I took 2 sides of ribs, put them on meat hooks, and we hung them in the electric smoker, let them hang like they would if they were hanging inside of a barrel smoker. So all total, they actually ended up cooking right at 6 hours is what I did total. I did wrap them for the last 30 minutes, but for the first 5.5 hours, they were unwrapped. I didn't do anything for the first 3 hours. And then after that, I did check them, spritz them a couple times, as you guys know. So I'm curious to see how this turns out because I can tell already by looking at them that it's definitely created a phenomenal bark. It looks like a bark that you would get in a stick burner. So good bark, good texture so far. I wanted to see, that was one of the main things I wanted to see. And I also want to see the taste and I want to see the tenderness. So we grab one of these and let's take a quick bite of it. Let me show it to you. That's a great looking rib. See that bark on that? Now, there's not a smoke ring on there, but that's probably because of being an electric smoker. If I was in a stick burner, for sure it would. So let's take a bite. Good clean bite. That's phenomenal. I gotta tell you, I think hanging the ribs on the meat hooks, it created a little bit of a better, there's not air flowing through the electric smoker to begin with, but I do think what it did is it allowed for the smoke to circulate around it. It had it hanging, suspending within the smoker, and I think because of that, it allowed for the airflow that did come through and the smoke to work its way around it totally. To me, it tastes like a rib that you would get out of a barrel smoker or maybe even a stick burner. So I've got to say, I definitely recommend taking your ribs. If you have a Masterbuilt electric smoker, get you some meat hooks. You can buy them at any barbecue stores, hardware, Orchlands, wherever they sell barbecue supplies, or you can order them off of Amazon as well. Definitely try this out. I'd love for you to make some comments down below. Tell me what you think about it. And also tell me if you do try it, how you like it. So I do appreciate you guys joining me today. If you like the video, if you would, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit those notification bell, so in the future you'll be notified for all future videos. If you're already a subscriber, thank you again for coming back. I enjoy you guys spending time with me, and I look forward to the next time. So until the next time I see you, happy smoking.